I mean, we've butchered
honestly,
this segment as
like
well.
honestly, it is like listening to
Two
okay.
piss blokes in a pub.
So yeah, exactly right. So you're gonna have to do some. It is. So you're gonna have to do some research as well. So we've all heard of chess, the board game chess.
Where's Ollie?
With Ollie. With Ollie. Dip Sam. Where is Ollie? Where is Ollie? With Ollie. There he is. Ollie.
Got ya.
Episode 3. Can't believe we made it to 3, mate.
Episode 3.
And you're still in the same place.
Isn't it? Of where's Ollie?
It's still in the same spot.
He's in the Surrey Hills still.
It's going to happen soon, isn't it? Where we're going to get one where you're somewhere else.
I can't wait.
I know.
I know it's going to be next. It's going to be... Yeah, what month are we in now? October.
October, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be next month.
Is it?
It's going to be next month. I'm going to be away.
Amazing. Can't wait.
Oh, I haven't. It's not confirmed yet. Flights aren't booked, but I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
How have you been anyway?
Doing good, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, really good. Yeah, no complaints at all, to be honest.
No?
Yeah, since we last spoke, like I guess pretty good. Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Do you want to get any more? Do you want to send any more people to my inbox telling me they love me, or? That's a good one, is it? That's a good joke, is it?
I found it pretty funny, to be honest.
Mate, I think it's an indication that your checklist has definitely struck a note with people. It's wicked, dude.
Good. Yeah, it's been really cool, man. Like, I knew it was going to have a good uptake, but yeah, we're in like the multiples of thousands of people that have downloaded it.
Brilliant. Really.
And
cool,
people
really
like
cool.
engaging already, saying like they're out doing stuff. It's just really nice to see. Like, it is. It's made me feel quite proud in some ways. We've got people out litter picking, which is beautiful. Like people watching movies with the kids. There's so much cool stuff coming from it.
Wicked.
So I'm stoked, man. I'm stoked. I've just made my own. I'm going to try and document my journey. So I've put my own little vlog out today.
Yes.
Of my week 1 of trying to get through some of these things. So yeah, it's good, man. Stoked.
What's up, YouTube?
Yeah, boy. Coming in with less than 400 views.
Mate, put 400 people in front of you and dance around for 20 minutes.
Fair.
It'd feel like a lot of people.
That's fair. So if anyone doesn't have that handbook yet, please grab one. It's free. There's a link in the show description. And it's just...
So talk us through it again.
So it's
the Winter Defiance Handbook.
Winter Defiance Handbook, yeah. And it's stacked with 250 things to do to keep you motivated, inspired, and just generally moving forward through winter. Because this winter is going to be shit, I think. Worse than any other winter. Winters are shit anyway in the UK. But I think this one's going to be way harder because we possibly are going to be in another lockdown. And if we're not going to be in a straight lockdown, you still can't go to your friends' houses.
What group are you in at the minute?
Tier 2 at the moment, although Sheffield's meant to go into Tier 3 today.
So you're in the middle one?
Yeah.
I think I'm in the lowest one.
Yeah, the South's pretty much... There's people apparently in Hindhead that have no idea what a pandemic is. They've just like... They've looked up from the turmeric latte and the brownie and are like, what?
Well, you say that, but the M25 is not far from where I live.
Fair.
And that is the boundary of Greater or something London now.
Yeah.
So that anything the other side of the M25, which is like M25 is basically where dirt jump spots are.
Uh-huh.
So if you're on one side of the road, you're in some different level of lockdown, which I haven't researched into. I don't know what it is, but
crazy, huh? So you're in Tier 1, are you? That's nuts, right? Yeah.
Is it Tier 1? I thought it was Tier 3 was the lowest.
I thought it was Tier 1. I might be wrong.
Might be the other way around. I could be wrong.
Yeah. Either way, it's
yeah,
kind of confusing. Kind of confusing. But basically, keep yourself to yourself. That's top and bottom of it. Carry on as you are.
And just put the fucking mask on, regardless of whether you think it does anything. Just put the mask on.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's not hard.
No, I feel you. I
know it's annoying. I know there's lots of arguments it doesn't do anything, but it's not. Look, I can do it now. Look, watch this. It doesn't even. I'm not.
Surgical.
I'm not using up any extra. Yeah, this is a medical grade one.
Yeah.
I'm not using up any extra energy.
Yeah.
And do you know what? I can. You don't even know what's in my mind. I might think this thing doesn't do anything. And improvement, yeah, exactly.
Improvement.
But it wasn't that much effort. And look, I can take it off. And that was no effort either.
True.
So,
yeah.
And I don't feel like the government's controlling me when I do that. I feel like I'm just putting on a little paper mask.
Wow, we could go down a rabbit hole with that, I think, mate.
Yeah, I think I'll leave it.
Yeah, we could easily go down a rabbit hole with that one. So yeah, don't know, man. Other than that, just keeping on, really. Just riding a little bit. Like I said, just trying to pick my way through this handbook. Which is, again, even for me, it's been pretty motivating already through even the last week. There's been nights where I was like, oh, I can't be asked to do anything, and I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna smash out a press up challenge or some squats or something. So yeah, my plan is to get stacked through winter. I want to be sat here in February, just like ripped up, like straight up like Schwarzenegger style.
If you get when you get to the point where you're pretty stoked, will you do one of these podcasts with your top off, or
maybe?
Maybe a little bit of candle.
We had the Ebike special last week. We'll do the topless special.
Yeah, the topless special, ladies and gentlemen. That's right.
A bit of mood lighting.
Yeah, put the lights low. Where's Ollie? Episode. Mm-hmm.
You just went to the gym though. What's the gym session look like for you?
Fucking shit.
Is it?
No, I've been going to the gym for a really long time because all my friends race downhill. So
yeah,
we've been going. We go to the gym an awful lot, despite not looking like I'm any kind of fine specimen. Go to the gym for a really, really long time. That was one of the weirdest things about lockdown. Actually, that was like the longest period of time I've not been to the gym, and I don't like it. I like to be apocalypse ready, dude. I like to be apocalypse ready.
Okay, what's a workout look like for you? Just out of curiosity.
Really horrible.
What do you go hard or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I stink right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, well, it's just shit and functional, really.
Yeah.
It's not really much of a novelty anymore. It just feels very normal. Gym.
Okay.
It's not. You know, I get excited about seeing people hyped on it, but it's really dreary. What I think generally in life, what I think I've tried to do is make things that, mate, it actually goes back to like dirt jumps so when you go to the dirt jumps, you should expect to dig and you shouldn't expect a pat on the back. Or when you see litter on the floor, you should just pick it up and you shouldn't expect a pat on the back. You don't need to post about it.
Yep.
You just pick it. You just pick the fucking shit up. And if you go to the gym, just go to the fucking gym and shut up. I think that's been in my head for a very long time in life. And and subsequently the gym gets worse and worse, and
right,
you know, it just becomes more and more normal.
Right.
Actually, it's how I used to be with dirt jumping. I used to be like, you know, when a 360 was a big trick.
Yeah.
I tried to make it normal, and that was a way of getting better at stuff.
Okay, that makes sense. What, just
so
through repetition though? So it's the same with the gym. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, just, you know, something that becomes really fucking scary. Like when you first do a 360 or you first do a backflip, you're like hyped up, adrenaline. Oh, I can't believe I did that. And then by the if you just make sure you do it every time, it becomes normal. So then the next thing becomes the adrenaline thing, and the 360 becomes normal. I mean, I'm talking out my arse because I haven't spun all that much this year, but like that was always the goal.
Yeah, chasing the trick dragon.
Yeah, and the same goes for anything. That's always been in my head. That's good. That's a good way to like improve, because then you're not. Also, I find it a bit despicable, like wanting praise the whole time. So if someone's picking up litter, I'm really going between subjects here, aren't I?
Yeah,
completely unrelated.
This is what
you know what I mean.
Yeah,
it's bullshit anyway, isn't it?
So,
totally. So like picking up litter is no longer a thing. It's just normality that you pick up litter.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that actually is ultimately way better.
And that's just becomes a habit rather than.
Then it becomes habitual, and then it becomes not, and then it doesn't become a chore. It just becomes normal. And then just life flies by, and there's less litter because you're there, being normal, or you're way fitter because you just tried a bit harder at the gym or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could go through my gym if you wanted me to go through my gym.
I'm just curious what a workout looks like. I'm just curious more than anything.
Yeah, no, cool.
You know,
so
professional athlete.
So today I started with they're not sprints, but they're like watt targets, and I've been doing this probably for 15 years. So I'm really I know exactly what my watt targets are.
Have you made any improvement in that 15 years, would you say?
Oh yeah, massively. But it's for sure plateaued. If you're going and it's for sure dipped after lockdown.
Yeah.
But like if you're if you're going lots of times a week. So it's just like a watt target warm up. So you do stuff at like, I try and keep my legs. So leg speed was something when we were really young. When Bren was on a team with Sam Hill, he talked about leg speed. I think it was probably that. But so I got, and also when I raced 4-cross, I really focused on leg speed. Someone told me leg speed was a really good thing to see. I'm just talking out my arse.
Fast
I'm
twitch,
repeating
sort
something.
of muscle sort of thing.
Yeah,
Being
but
able
I'm repeating
to,
stuff that I've heard like, fucking 15 years ago.
Yeah,
so it could not be relevant, but I don't care. I've done it every other day since then, so whatever works for me. So around 120 RPM.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be so boring, but we should fast forward. We can make it so that people can fast forward. That's the wonder of the internet.
Okay.
And this is free, so no one's paying for it, so who cares?
Exactly.
So 120 RPM, and then you kind of try and hold that for, let's say, a minute. So this morning I did so as my warm up, I did 5 minutes, just nothing, just blah, 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 blah. And then I did 120 RPM at, I think it was like 270 watts for 5 minutes. So it's not that much.
Yeah.
It's quite achievable. Then wait for 3 minutes, try and just spin your legs, all good. And then you go into minute on, minute off watt targets, and you can like crank. You can do a minute at, say, 380 to 400.
Yeah.
Just a minute. It's fucking horrible. And again at 120, not lower than that. So your legs have to be really spinning quite hard.
Yeah.
And then just do a minute on, minute off for another 5, and then maybe do a really high watt target for just a minute, and then that's my warm up. So by the time I've done my warm up, I'm disgusting.
Right. Yeah.
Drenched.
Wow. Okay.
Then go and do like a TRX.
Straps.
Yeah, TRX warm up thing that actually Bernard. I've always been a bit heavy handed with going to the gym, so it's never been like not very fancy workouts, all quite like boring ones. But Bernard's quite good. He's definitely added a few sort of fancy ones to the regime. So Bernard has this like TRX workout that's just a set of 4 exercises that you loop, and they're all kind of upper body, and they're not that you make them more difficult by, let's say you get down into, oh god, this is, I think this is too shit for an audio medium because I don't know any of the names.
People are watching.
Yeah. But anyway, they're all sort of like shoulder exercises, and then like squats and stuff.
Okay.
Body weight exercises on TRX.
Yeah.
And then move on to like really boring kind of
swinging iron.
Just selective Olympic lifts. So
Okay.
whether you do, so I did a bench press and squats today, and then with each of those exercises you like do it on a loop with one other exercise, so like maybe a shoulder exercise. I've always done these ones.
Oh yeah.
Since I dislocated my first shoulder.
Right.
With 8 kilogram dumbbells.
Nice.
Up at the front, up at the side.
Yeah.
And that helped me when I couldn't really move my arm very well. Then, shall I carry on?
I mean, it's up to you.
Yeah, shall we quit then?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Why
I
wasn't
just
Brendan
do
at
lots and
Maribor?
lots of loops. Yeah, I'm not good enough at explaining exercises, but we could go into more detail if you actually wanted to if you're ever interested.
I mean, we could do a training special.
We could do the training special. Okay.
Why wasn't Brendan
yeah.
in Maribor?
Sorry?
Why wasn't Bren at Maribor?
He had like some sort of COVID thing on the app.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, something
Okay.
like that.
I was chatting to him over the weekend through the DM.
Yeah, he said
And,
he's a big fan of he's a big fan of the Winter Defiance Amber. He was even thinking, hear this, he even thought he's even thinking about doing it for his YouTube channel.
Wow.
So there
that'd be
might
cool.
be some Winter Defiance YouTube
challenge
content
things
coming up soon.
Oh,
on the
awesome.
Brendan
That's cool.
Fairclough channel.
That's cool. Good on him.
Yeah, really
Very
good. Yeah.
Very good. I was just curious. I was chatting to him and then I thought, oh, you're not at the race. Like, you're chatting to me as the race is on.
Yeah, weird one, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, shit. So we've had loads of races since, haven't we? We've had World Champs and we've had Maribor. Is it
1 and
Maribor
2?
1 and 2? Yeah.
Yeah. I've not got around to watching 2 yet. I watched 1 on Friday. But
Yeah.
I haven't watched 2 yet, to be honest. But yeah, it's pretty good. It's cool. French, killing it. So, yep.
Racing's back. Great to watch. Great to see.
Yeah, even if it is a little bit strange because there's no fans there and stuff. But yeah, it's cool that it's on, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, World Champs was weird, wasn't it? With a big rain race.
Yeah.
Bernie got fifth. Obviously, Reece Wilson took it home, which is wicked.
Yeah, man.
Good to see different people up at the top, isn't it?
Totally, and I think obviously Reece came out as a bit of an underdog, didn't he? Maybe if you're like in that circle and you might have known, but for me, Reece was definitely an underdog.
Dude, has he had a top 10? I might be revealing myself as proper dumb here.
Same.
I don't know if Reece has had a top 10. Obviously, he's had some amazing results previously, and obviously he's flat out. But yeah, it's well cool to see someone who's outside of that.
Yeah,
that kind of list that's in your head.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, exactly. Because you have you straight away go to your win and you you go in and win. Jesus Christ, that was hard. The Win and the Gwyn and the Brooks and Loicks and all those guys, but you do miss out people like, unfortunately, Reece. So yeah, it's killer. It's good.
Yep.
Downhill's coming home.
Yeah, definitely. Another standout result was Remy Thirion. I'm a big Remy Thirion fan.
Yeah.
And when you're at a race, he's one of the guys that you watch in like free practice or whatever, and he's so exciting to watch ride. Yeah. And there's something about someone who's just been out there plugging that hard for that long.
True.
To get a result like that's fucking rad. So
totally.
I'm stoked about that one.
And
Bernard with fifth. So
yes, killer.
Well, good.
Killer result. Yeah, it's good. Downhill. Killing it. UK. Loads of
fantastic.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I wish I wouldn't say I'm not a huge fan, but when it comes to following the people and stuff, probably like yourself, like it's so much stuff to keep a handle on. Obviously, I enjoy watching it. Yeah. I watch every race, but I'm not going to geek out on the stats.
But I'm not the super fan I used to be. That's for sure. Like I love it all, but I'm slightly more chilled about watching every second of every bit of content nowadays.
Totally. And it's okay to be like that. It's okay.
It is okay.
It's okay. You don't have to. So what else, man? What have you been up to? I seen you went to Rampage, but locally. That was really funny. Love that. Love that video. It was awesome, man. It was so funny.
Dude, we had
a bit of bog snorkeling down in the old Surrey Hills.
Oh mate, it was just me, Bren, and Bren's filmer Benny, who's really, really good fun. We're just, dude. You saw the videos, like. Or you haven't seen it if you're listening, but it's a video literally of us doing. We rode essentially 20 seconds of riding in a 15-minute video. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Found two really steep things. They don't look steep on camera. Honestly, in real life, they're so horrible. But we just drove around trying to find really horrible things to ride down. Really.
Isn't it cool though? Again, like it's in your local area.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. You didn't have to go too far. You can find all that cool stuff.
No, absolutely. Yeah, we'd done it. We shot the first one first thing in the morning. That was the one we had in mind, and then we just drove around to all these other spots that we thought were like steep enough to do it on, but actually to make it like so you're actually scared. Mate, if you've got like Bren's obviously got amazing brake control and he rides Rampage, and I'd say I've got fairly good brake control, and it means it has to be really fucking quite gnarly to be scary to ride down in a way.
Yeah, totally.
So we really had to look. You can find little sections, but it won't look impressive or it won't be...
Yeah. And like you say,
feeling.
It's one of those things that you will be able to just probably get down it without that much effort. So you need something like, next level to even make it look hard and technical for you guys.
Effort. Yeah, these were effort. So it doesn't show up how steep they are in the thing, but it shows up how much fun we had, so that's good.
Dude, it was awesome. It's really funny.
And Brent ended up in a bog, which is always brilliant.
Yeah, how bad did it smell?
I did as well, but...
How bad did it smell that? It looked awful.
Mate, and once you start retching, you just can't stop. So then Bren's retching, I'm retching. It's so gross. So disgusting.
Do you think you could have made it into the water if you'd have built like a bit of a...
Oh, mate, it's like a...
Oh, is it? There's not even a run out.
The runoff is nothing. Again, nothing shows up. It's so horrible. I was thinking, like, what really are we doing this for? Are we doing this like? What has it become now? Is this because I can tell you honestly, I definitely don't want to ride down that thing. Brendan doesn't want to ride down that thing. So why are we doing it?
Yeah.
And in that respect, actually, vlogging made us do something that ended up really fun. So
totally.
So yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
It was for a vlog, it wasn't for anything else.
Totally. No, I think it does make you do that. I think if that's one of the major positives with the whole vlog movement is it makes you do stuff maybe out of your
Yeah.
comfort zone. And I think I've just had the same experience actually with my little one that I've just done about this handbook.
Wicked.
Because sometimes you're like, I don't want to do it, but then you're like, yeah, but I sort of need to film something, so
Yeah.
I'm going to do it anyway. And it does make you go outside your comfort zone a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's weird. You should be able to do that without the vlog. But
Yeah.
like we were saying before about like picking up litter, it shouldn't even be a thing. You shouldn't have to even think about it. It should just be, I'm
Yeah.
doing it because I want to conquer my own little inner bitch. But unfortunately, sometimes you go, yeah, but it'll be funny, and I'll be able to film it a little bit and stuff.
Yeah, I haven't done many. I guess I did those talking to the camera ones, mic ride ones.
Yeah, where's
that
Mike
were-
Rides at, man? Bring it back.
Oh, I just need to go and do one, but I just haven't.
I feel like with what we were talking about before we started recording, you could do a really, really good one.
Yeah, you could do. Yeah,
Kind of neggy, but like really good.
yeah, a rant, maybe. Well, I'll get on it again soon. I've just been like with those. Yeah, I don't know. It's not a main focus of mine really.
Yeah.
I like to do those videos when something's already happening. That's always in my head. If something's already happening, then I can document it. Or
Yeah, I know what you
Yeah.
mean.
I'm
Not just
not
going out
that
and
good
doing
at
it.
going out to get something.
Yeah.
Unless that we're in full lockdown, in which case I'm fucking really good, really motivated.
Maybe it might happen again. You never know, but we don't. Let's not go
I
down
know,
that rabbit
right?
hole.
Eesh.
But we'll see. We will see.
What segment are we on? Because I got things written down.
I know, right? Super.
We're
fucking
fucking like a
amped
well-oiled machine these days.
today. I know. All right, let's do a segment, shall we? Which one do you want to do?
I don't know how these fit into anything.
They don't.
Or
I
could
reckon we
just
do.
talk about something that I thought was interesting.
Yeah. What
Could do, yeah.
is that a
I
segment?
don't know what
Something you
segment
think
that
is
so-
interesting?
Or name a segment, we'll do it.
All right.
I probably haven't fucking. I don't think I'm.
All right. Let's do. What about the feel good videos?
Oh shit! That's the. Oh.
Is that the only one you didn't do?
Video. You must have a video. I did it last week.
Yeah, all
it's
right.
your-
I've got one we could throw into the mix.
Yeah.
So let's do a little segment break here.
Ollie's feel good internet video.
Oh, ouch! Ollie bit me. Bit me.
But I'm
And we're
doing it.
back.
So it's, dude, that the soundbite that Sound Warper just made for this one is so good with the Ollie bit my finger thing. Oh my god, that is
He's good,
so
isn't it?
funny. That is so funny.
Amazing.
So have you seen the French boy getting Mein Kampf for Christmas instead of Minecraft? Yeah. Do you know what?
Oh, poor
I'm guessing
kid.
you know what Mein Kampf is.
Yeah.
So
Mein Kampf. Come on,
Mein
man.
Kampf.
We did German together.
sorry, get my German together. So yeah, so it's a pretty good video. It's a YouTube video.
So what's the name of the video?
So if you just YouTube French boy gets Mein Kampf, it's had 1 million YouTube views.
French boy gets Mein
305 people dislike this video for some reason. And you know what's crazy, right?
Kampf instead of Minecraft.
What's crazy is that this video's had 1 million views, but yet the guy who put it up's only got 465 subscribers, which I feel
That's
is
so interesting.
that's a
yeah.
disservice to this person.
I wonder what.
And I
Yeah.
don't know if it's staged, but this video really tickled me. So if anyone wants to watch it, then
watching it now.
feel free.
Oh, the confusion. Confusion. And the cover is heavy, man.
It's heavy.
It's heavy. Oh, that is brilliant. That is really good. It's kind of feel good. Yeah, it's feel good. No, fuck it.
Well,
it's
it made
feel
me
good,
laugh,
yeah.
so it's definitely feel good.
Brilliant. Oh, well done, dude. Holding up that segment.
Okay. There's
Mein Kampf. You ever read it?
no, not yet. No, it's really
I
hard to
haven't,
get.
that's why-
I think.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I looked at it, and I think that's why the guy said, like, "How have you got this?" I think it's kind of difficult to get that book.
Oh no!
I just love
I
that
wonder if they do
the
an
granddad was
audio
like
book.
searching really hard for why this like 8-year-old boy would like to read Minecraft.
the confusion on his face. Like, mate, I wonder if they do an audio version. If they did, they'd have to do it in a real soft voice, you know? It couldn't be... It'd have to be...
Narrated by Adolf himself.
It couldn't. It'd have to be... Yeah, you'd have to get a really caring female voice.
Narrated by
in order
Adolf
for it
Silver.
to not be too powerful and instill too many bad feelings. Like, that shit's no joke.
No.
Like, I got to say...
And I'm sorry that we've joked about
branding,
it.
Yeah, I know. But the branding is... spotless. It's incredible. It's flawless, dude. You don't see much of it anymore because it's too, I hate to say it, but good. It is though. It's a terrible part of history, but man, they executed it really well from a branding perspective. Should we move on?
Yeah, maybe we should do another one of those videos just to lighten the load a little bit. That
one's brilliant though, isn't it? Yeah. It's kind of quite heavy in a way, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough.
There's a good one. I know quite a good one is baby emus. I always watch that. If I've watched something like, because I've watched some fairly gnarly documentaries, and sometimes I don't want to go to bed straight away, so I'll put on just baby emus.
All right.
Dancing,
what? Just
something.
Dancing. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess baby emus are pretty cute, actually.
Yeah, baby emu playing with dog, for instance.
Okay. Baby emu playing with dog, I mean, makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, dog and baby emu become best friends.
Nice.
I mean, these haven't even got... This is how sad I am. These haven't even really got that many views, but I watch them after I've watched something really gnarly, so...
Yeah. Wow. Oh.
Right, that's that segment done. Okay, I went down talking of kind of rabbit holes that you go down when you start researching things or being interested in things. So AI is obviously of interest generally.
Yeah.
Kind of current, isn't it, with old Elon Musk doing his thing with the brain chips.
Yeah.
What's it called?
What is it called?
I mean,
we've butchered this segment as well.
Honestly, it is like listening to
two piss blokes in a pub.
So yeah, exactly right. So you're gonna have to do some. It is. So you're gonna have to do some research as well. So we've all heard of chess, the board game chess. Is it disrespectful to call it the board game?
Neuralink,
game,
everybody.
So Neuralink, yes. Neuralink. So chess. There's another one called Go, right?
The Japanese game.
Go. Yeah, I think so. Or it's a board game where you put down little pieces like beans on a thing, and you get basically, from what I can gather from it, just to get a quick introduction, it's a big chessboard, and you put down pieces on it, and they get territories. So you have the black piece and the white piece, just like in chess, and each of those gets a territory, and you kind of work your way around with the border. So it's one of those games. It's mega simple, but also kind of like chess. But when you get genius level brains, intelligent people playing it, it takes on a whole new thing. Because chess it's like super respectful to be a good chess player or a good Go player.
Yeah.
So I watched this thing. I think it's called Alphago. Now, Alphago is a piece of AI software that a load of really, really intelligent computer minds worked on.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's called Alphago. Let's fact check whilst we go.
I mean, you could say it was developed by DeepMind Technologies.
DeepMind Technologies,
which was acquired by Google.
So I don't. This is probably. I'd never even heard of this game. So to me, this whole thing is new news to me. And obviously, it's been going on for a while, and people probably are listening to this like, dude, how can you not know about this?
Yeah,
I've
heard of it. I'll be honest, but it's a long time ago.
Mate, it's new to me anyway, and it was a rabbit hole that I went down. So they got this. So basically, they've got this software to a point where it can now. They can just input games, and the software can now teach itself, and it can learn from every game basically that they input. So they've input hundreds and thousands of games. And this computer is now learning. It's taught itself really advanced levels of this game of Go, which people spend their entire lives mastering. And and watching and studying and.
Yeah. And how long has it taken for it to learn all this then? Not long, I take it. Because the last article I seen...
Still a while. And like, I find AI, the thought of AI really scary. But this, in terms of AI, this is actually a relatively simple piece of AI.
Yeah.
This is, quite a simple game in terms of its parameters and goals. So it's not like... But yet still, it's a computer teaching itself, so it is fucking insane to me. I can't get my head around that. That's completely mad to me. Like if all of these different computers that teach themselves stuff could all talk together and create one big computer that talks to itself, that's quite scary to me. That's a bit lie in bed thinking about it for me.
Yeah, totally. I mean, the internet's that in a way, right? That the internet is just a load of computers all talking to each other.
Yeah, it actually is terrifying. It's all the information in the world that we've put together over all of human time, human history. It has everything there in one place, and it can access it and use it quicker than our brains can. I mean, even watching this fucking documentary, I ended up leaving my house, like, during it, getting in my machine and driving to the gym to do physical things.
Machine? Oh, right, yeah.
My car.
Okay,
you know what I mean? It's still a machine. It's not a computer, but it's still, like, not a human.
Yeah.
And I drove to the gym and then came back.
Yeah.
You know, like, I'm so far off being a computer. I've got such a crappy mind.
It's funny, you went to the gym and you sat on something which was computerized, which told you your metrics, maybe.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Dude, it's
you
the
could
whole...
do, dude.
You know what I used the internet for yesterday?
Porn?
No.
Okay.
No, the day before, did. Cheating at Scrabble. Great way to use the internet.
Did you?
Yeah, because there's a thing you can use, and you just put in the letters that you've got on your Scrabble thing, like board, and it'll just tell you every word you can make out of those letters, and then you can look really smart because you're like, oh yeah, I've got this.
No way.
Yeah.
Just you Scrabble doped.
Yeah, Scrabble doped they call it. Yeah, Scrabble doping.
There you
go.
Sorry
to just go on a totally different tangent, but I just thought I'd tell you.
No, mate, I think this topic is fascinating. So I think it's like.
So the documentary, where can people see the Go documentary?
Let me actually look it up because I'm being really...
It's called Alphago.
It's just called Alphago and it's on YouTube. And I watched it on YouTube, and it is an hour and 30 long, and it is, dude, I appreciate that this isn't necessarily everyone's cup of tea, and for me, it's not my cup of tea. I don't play board games, dude. I do jumps and stuff on my bike, but I'm able to be interested in stuff that other people are interested somehow, which I think is good.
Yeah, it's interesting to try and get a bit of an understanding as well of, like, how hard it would be also to develop something like that. Do you not think because you mentioned Elon Musk, it's like when you watch him talk, like when he did like the Rogan podcast, it's just a whole new level. He is a human, but he's not like me. He's a different thing. Yeah. It's like a different species looking at that guy talk. Like you can tell that everything you say to him, he's just thinking, you fucking idiot. Like, obviously, and he can just sort of give you the answers.
Definitely, dude. You watch Alphago. It's not like they're people that you know.
Yeah.
Like the people that work for the software developing company and all of these super, super amazing. So basically, the documentary goes, they've created this software and then they put it against the world champ, 18-time world champ. This guy's life has just been spent perfecting this strange, simple game.
Is he an old gentleman?
No, he's not.
Is he not?
He's like one of these kid geniuses,
Japanese
Same
gentleman.
As like chess kids. Yeah, he's Korean, South Korean.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, and dude, I think it's fascinating. Like, I think the good thing, like seeing all these people that passionate about it is naturally I can get interested about anything that someone else is interested in, which is pretty weird, really, isn't it?
Yeah, if there's passion behind it, I'm with you on that. Yeah, definitely.
Dude, I can't play board games,
No, but I'll happily sit and watch someone like carve a piece of wood. Because I'd be like, wow, that's amazing that he's dedicated his whole life into learning how to carve that piece of wood, like make a table or something.
Yeah, it doesn't mean I want to do it, but I'm just interested. I think being interested makes you interesting.
Yeah.
Ultimately.
I think this conversation is the is the embodiment of that statement.
Yeah, I just think if I can stay interested in the world, then I'll never have to stare into the great abyss that is what is life. Just keeping my brain occupied by things that other people are doing. never worry about what it's all about.
Yeah.
Anyway,
just distraction.
So, yeah,
Just
basically,
distraction.
what I got from it is you're watching these people. So this world champ, this fucking Aaron Gwynn of the game Go, is up against this computer program, and you can't help but be like, go on the humans, fuck the robots, go on the humans. I don't want Alphago to work. And this world champ, he's a competitor like anyone else. I mean, he may look fairly dweeby, I would say, but he looks like
stereotypical of what you.
He looks like he's mastered the game of Go, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Anyway, he doesn't believe a computer's going to beat him.
Does he not?
Well, of course not.
Confident.
18-time world champ. Why would he? He's thinking so many places ahead. He's played this game so many times. He's mastered it. He's done over 10,000 hours. You know, he is the guy when it comes to Go.
Yeah.
So then you watch him play, and you watch this moment where it hits him that he's up against something that he's not played before, and it was fascinating.
Wow.
Everything about it to me was fascinating because they had a computer making decisions and a human sat opposite him that's putting the piece into place.
Yeah.
And it showed one bit where he looked up at his competitor, you know, like, because you're just there thinking the whole time, like chess. And then he looked up at his competitor to get some sort of visual cue of like how that guy's feeling, what he's thinking, anything.
Yeah.
And there's nothing there.
Nothing there.
It's just a dude doing what the computer said.
Wow.
And it's just
how long's the
so
game take? Is it one of those 5-hour games?
They probably take a really long time, but it's quite a big board. It's bigger than chess, and it's. Oh man, I found it so interesting. So anyway, he's played game 1, loses to the computer.
Right.
And like honestly, you can see in his face he's deflated. This is not what was expected. No one expected this.
Yeah.
And you've got people that analyze Go, so that was really interesting to watch. You've got like the Rob Warner of Go game.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah.
He's
like analyzing each move. They can talk about each move. Equally, you've got the Alphago people, the software people.
Yeah.
They're analysing what the computer's doing because they can see what the computer's thinking.
Wow.
So the computer, each move, they have a graph on screen. The computer is going into an on average of a certain number of moves ahead, which is exactly what the Go player is doing as well. He's imagining scenarios and he's working them out.
Yeah.
The computer goes, when it's struggling, it goes up to, when it's potentially losing the game, it would go up to way higher generally because it's thinking ahead. It's trying to think of how the fuck it can get out of this situation or whatever. So I don't know how far ahead a human does, but it was amazing to me to see that the computer, these people they're like, okay, he's on steady 50 moves ahead. The computer. See, even now I say he. It's a fucking calculator. It's like a soulless calculator.
The only way I can even consider what that's like, because I got into like playing snooker a little bit when I was younger, and it's like that because you can, when you first start, you play one shot ahead, like I can pot the red, easy, done, and then you sit there and go, right, now where do I go? But you get into that frame of being 2 or 3 steps ahead all the time.
Yeah.
Or 5 or 10.
It is exactly that, and snooker, like, it's really cool watching someone who can think that far ahead in snooker, but this is even less physical and more just mind.
Yeah.
And they've got this graph of what the computer's thinking and stuff. And then like as it goes on playing against him, it's like it does some moves that completely throw him. Like he's already like each of these players is thinking what the guy's next move's gonna be. And you watch this guy visibly go like, what the fuck? Why has he done that?
Yeah.
What is like the computer isn't playing like a human, it's playing completely differently.
Interesting.
Oh mate, it was fascinating. So anyway, I'm droning on about it a bit, but it is an interesting.
So have you bought Go or not?
No, I haven't. No, I'm not interested. I'm just not. Yeah. I mean, I just think there's no point. Maybe when I'm older,
Yeah, maybe that'd be a nice little sort of retirement hobby.
Yeah, try and master that. When
There'll not be many people to play against.
No, indeed, you're quite right.
It's perfect segue actually, but not perfect at all. But sort of.
No,
perfect.
I haven't even got to the end of this thing yet.
Oh, go on. Sorry.
You're not even interested, are you? No one else
I am
is interested either.
I am interested.
Anyway, make it quick.
It's all right.
So he played 3 games in a row. Computer won all 3 games. 4th game, and each time he's like more deflated, and like the people are talking more. And this is this guy's a hero. He's held in such high regard. He's like a genius. Then the 4th game, he's relaxed and goes in relaxed, and he gets the computer and he wins the 4th game. And you can see everyone, even on the software team, all like,
wow,
the human has beaten the computer. And it was so rad to see. He went on to play other games and the computer won again. But yeah, I really recommend watching it. If you can...
It sounds good.
Yeah. It is interesting.
It does sound good. I'm not taking the piss either. It does sound good. It does sound
Have you watched the movie Her?
No, I don't think I have, no.
That's a good one.
Is that about AI?
It is, indeed, yeah.
I've always wanted to see something machine.
Yeah, that's killer.
Ex Machina.
Ex Machina, that's it.
I've always wanted to see it. I've never seen it, though.
Oh, that's good, dude.
Is it? Yeah.
I won't spoil it, but there's a moment in that really makes you think. It makes you think about how a robot would kill you.
Yeah, no doubt.
Dude, you watch it just stab. It is so robotic. It's so like, and it has no emotion. Just doll face, just so scary.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I need to watch that. That's been on my list of things to watch for years.
AI is terrifying, dude.
Isn't it?
You go down the rabbit hole on AI, I think. Just the thought that, I think just switch them all off, dude.
Totally.
Switch them all off. Go pick up some litter, dig a hole. You won't get happier. There's nothing for me down that route personally.
No, it's piecing out at that point. I'm done.
Yeah, I don't want to go to the moon. I don't want AI. I don't even want to go into the sea.
I'll have an electric bike, but that's it.
Yeah, that's as far as we go. Yeah, but as soon as the machines get hold of my electric bike, they'll pedal it wherever they want.
That's fair. Yeah, I wonder if there'll ever be a point where it's a downhill race of an actual human against an AI like robot.
Thinking, right? Yeah, exactly. Crazy. Yeah, like F1.
Yeah.
Imagine like already.
But that's
they
the thing with
e-sports.
F1 with the esports. You get some kid who has probably not even got a driving license who can master that game, who can beat whoever, the best in the world.
I don't know if they've done it yet. We'll have to look into it, but I don't know if they've done like an AI driving simulator that literally. Well, I'm sure they have. I'm sure they can literally calculate the fastest possible lap time with that machine on that track on those conditions.
Totally. Can I just go take Can I just go take a wee real quick?
Yeah, you take a wee.
I'll leave you with
talk about something else, and I'll talk about something else because I've realised you're not that interested.
I'm interested.
No, I'll just talk about it. You have a piss, mate, and I'm gonna talk.
I'll not take you with me either, like you do to me.
No, well, you could if you want, but no, don't.
No,
don't. Right, so I was thinking the other day. Look at this, I'm going solo, dude. Weird. Right, I was thinking the other day about Google Maps. So when I drive now, I don't even look at a map. I don't even care. I do Google Maps. I find the fastest route. Then when you're en route, obviously that changes for... We've all gone down a road that's got roadworks on it. That it changes your route. It takes you the fastest route. How do you really know if that's the fastest route? Google knows now that there is enough me's on the road, on their app, that they can now go, if we send all of the Ollies down this road, that road's going to be congested and it's no longer going to be the fastest route. We can now assign different routes to all the different Ollies going from A to B, and they'll then there'll be low traffic. How weird is that thought? I think that's a very weird thought. Hey, back in the room. I'm nearly about to stop talking about AI, I think.
On your own? That's brilliant. Not going to lie, I was kind of surprised when I walked in the room and I could see you talking.
Yeah, I was still going.
Oh, you carried on.
I was trying to, I don't think I put across my thought that I had the other day concisely enough. I need to get it on paper and then put it into a sentence that actually makes sense. But
okay. All right.
It was basically about the thought that Google Maps, how do you know it's sending you the fastest route? How do you not know it's assigning different routes to everyone in order to keep the traffic down on each road? You
Very
don't
fair.
know.
No, because if you use a different app like Waze or the sat nav in your van, it'll take you a totally different way.
Exactly. So already that's so weird. We're all connected somehow. And how do you know that Google Maps and Waze isn't connected?
Yeah, you don't. No.
It's mega weird.
Try reading the map.
Read a freaking map.
I cannot use a map to save my life.
Read a freaking book.
Speaking of maps, we should probably talk about travel in a sec. But before we do that, perfect segue from what we talked about before, but not perfect at all. Because you like going to the gym.
Yeah,
We've just been talking
dude.
about Japanese stuff. Have
I
you
love
seen?
Japanese gyms, yeah. Is that what
Well,
you're saying?
have you seen that you can get a portable home sauna?
Can you?
Oh, mate,
What
they
is
look
it, big
amazing.
hoodie?
Yeah, basically, yeah. They look amazing. It's basically a tent that you put up in your house, and your head sticks out the top of it, and you get like little armholes and a stool, and then it's like this. They're only cheap as well. I'm gonna get one, just because they just look hilarious. But it looks like.
Please get one, dude.
Oh, I'm going to. Don't worry. I'll get one. I'll give it a go. I'm going to show you this photo. Imagine being sat in that.
Nice. This looks like it's like a
In winter, in your
steam
house.
cleaner for your butthole and your junk, doesn't
Yeah,
it? Really,
looks nice, huh?
just steam cleans everything down there. Anti-vaccine.
So I'm going to get one. I came up on my.
Wouldn't it stink after a while?
Oh, probably.
Dude. Wouldn't it?
Yeah, but because saunas stink. Steam
Boxing
rooms
gloves.
stink.
Go-kart helmets. You know,
Disgusting.
anything you sweat in, you don't sweat as much.
Riding
as in a
kit,
sauna.
knee pads.
Knee pads, dude. You're basically sat in your living room in a giant knee pad.
Yeah, I'm into it, bro. I'm into it.
You're into it.
I'm gonna get one for 35
Yeah.
quid or something. Like, you can't go wrong, can you?
Hey.
Yeah.
That's all right, yeah.
It's worth a go.
It's
Isn't
well,
it?
all right.
So I'm gonna get one of them.
Well,
Hopefully,
definitely. You have to do it. Can we do a sauna on the next podcast?
Will you get one?
No, you get one. I could get one as well, couldn't I?
We'll just be sat in the sauna.
The sauna's all about like the whole environment, isn't it? Just going and putting yourself in a knee pad and sweating shitloads isn't quite the same thing. But I'm a
I'll
big
get one.
sauna fan, dude. Love saunas.
Me too. That's why I thought that
Yeah.
it'd be nice to have one at home, especially if the gyms are going to shut again.
Yeah, and saunas are not COVIDy. Saunas are so not the one for a global pandemic.
No, I'm going to get one anyway.
go on.
I'll keep you posted on how it goes with the
Wicked, yeah.
home
do.
sauna thing.
Mate,
Talk
wicked.
to me about travel a little bit, mate. Like we can talk about the Bosch trip officially now. I think we sort of touched on it in the first episode, but we didn't actually talk about it. So super.
Yeah, do you know, I really need to stay on top of what. This podcast's good because I'm going to start staying on top of actually what I've done in the month because.
Yeah. Are you?
Well, I might do, you know.
Yeah.
I can't remember where we got to, but okay. So I went to Italy with Bosch. Have we talked about this?
We couldn't because it wasn't out yet. There was some stuff that we couldn't
okay.
talk about of what Bosch were doing.
Oh, I don't know if it is out, dude.
Oh,
if
it's
I'm
just
honest.
you just put the behind the scenes out.
Yeah, you're only allowed. Yeah, I was only given a certain album that I was allowed to put out, so we can't. Yeah, and
All
actually, since the last one, I haven't done any travelling. I don't think.
No.
So where's Ollie? Is like, he's at home, man.
He's at home, man. Yeah.
But
yeah.
honestly,
Pandemic,
I don't
Ollie.
feel the need. Yeah, I don't feel the need to book stuff up and get stuff done that much.
It's probably
these
getting harder,
days.
isn't it?
I don't really know. I'm just not that. I'm not like going after it like I normally am. Normal service will resume. It just seems a bit dickish, and
Yeah.
also it is a pain in the arse. Like when you get there and you don't know where you have to be and what you have to do. Like everyone has different rules, and
Yeah.
ultimately the funny thing is you don't think about is that UK is a shit show, dude. So I always think about like. I don't imagine us as being bad. We're really bad. You don't want us in your country.
No,
We're
it's
the
true.
fucking diseased ones
Yeah. Totally.
turning up over there. So
Yeah.
it's like, you know, I guess if someone had a fucking fever and came to my party, I'd be a bit like, "What you doing, dude?" And I kind of feel like that guy with the fever at the party right now. So, yeah.
Are you allowed to say where you'll be next month or not, or are we going to keep that one as a secret? Let's keep it a secret.
Yeah, we
We'll
might have a remote location.
We'll just
next
check in
month.
with you
I'm
and
so
see if you're there.
excited.
That'd be cool, and not know where you are.
I think I'm gonna be there, man. I think
Sick.
I'm gonna be there. Yeah.
Awesome. All right, Sheffield. Hey.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Sheffield.
In fact, we could let's freestyle this idea out because we talked about it a little bit. Because you can't travel. Well, again, perfect segues.
Yeah.
Where's Ollie live? So, the concept that I randomly came up with while walking the dog was. Apologies for the random videos again. So, where's Ollie live? So, we get a few days in the calendar. So, let's say 4 days.
Yeah.
And the premise is that people in the UK have got to find you. So it's a full-on manhunt. You're somewhere in the UK.
Nice. And I post clues?
Clues on social media. And then we give X amount of people the opportunity to find you. So, I mean, I think this is the sticky point. Is let's say 10 people find you in those 4 days. Those 10 people go into a draw to win something. So basically we do like a little bit of a trip around. We hit some bike parks and then there's like little clues of like you just shred in one corner.
Yeah.
And people will be like, oh, I know where that corner is. It's at Bike Park Wales.
Yeah.
And they rush there and they try and find you. Because if they find
Do you
you,
know, I
they
bet
get
in
the
this
golden
day and age
ticket.
it would really work because everyone knows someone from an area near a bike park. Or
Yes.
everyone, the world's much more connected. And I bet, I bet you would have more
I think it'd be
success
super
finding
engaged
this.
as well. Like super engaged people saying, right, if the prize was good too, so people were like, let's say we're not, hopefully might be able to do something like this one day, win a bike, right? So people would be like
50 grand or something.
50 grand, yeah, exactly. 50 grand and a bike and a car.
Yeah.
Something like, something massive.
And a home sauna.
And a home
thrown
sauna,
in there. Yeah.
And a spike ball kit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And people have just got to find you. So it's like, boom, we're starting on this date to this date, and here's the clues. One clue in the morning, boom, let's see how many people can find you.
I
Go
like
on a little trip, little motorhome trip or something.
Do you remember that? This is off topic. I really like the idea, Davey. Brilliant idea. Let's see what people think. Do you remember there was that Manhunt TV program, and they had to go undercover?
No. Is it similar to that?
That's quite interesting.
No,
same thing. Like, see how long they could last without actually being found.
I know they do it on Radio 1 with Greg James. I never listen to Radio 1, but I know every year he does this thing where he goes missing and people have to, and he posts, and he rings up the radio station or whatever and gives like little clues where he might be, and people like go off and try and find him, and you win a prize or something. So I think it could be fun. It could be like super engaging and get people actually driving around trying to find you to win a bike. It'd be sick.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, I used to go to Scouts, and I had an alcoholic Scout leader, and one of the games that he used to play, he called it something like cool, but it was literally because he wanted to just get pissed and that and hang out, not be near all of the annoying children.
Was he a bit? He weren't touchy feely though.
He was not. No, this story isn't going that direction.
Thank God.
Goodness.
Okay.
So he used to finger us in. No. Okay, so he used to take us in a car, drop us off without any map or knowing where we are. We'd get blindfolded. He'd take us in a car, he'd drop us off, and then we had to find our way back to the scout hut. So obviously it'd be like in the dark as well. In the dark.
That's child abuse.
So it was. It probably was only like 5 miles or something from the scout hut. Or something.
What, you'd have to stay blindfold. Oh, you could take your blindfold off when you got.
Yeah,
wow.
when you got there, dude.
Okay,
yeah, it wasn't just walking along main roads with blindfolds on.
No.
Yeah. No, so we'd have to turn up there. We'd turn up. He'd drop us off in different groups, and then we'd have to find our way back to the scout hut. But the catch was he'd be driving around, probably smoking weed, drinking beer or something, and he'd try and find us when. If he saw us, then we'd lose.
Really? But really, he just went and sat in a lay-by and just got annihilated.
Probably, yeah. So anyway, we're like creeping through farmers' fields, and like once we've worked out approximately where we are, which I didn't know where I was, dude. I knew what was in my garden at that point. Yeah, I knew what my garden looked like. I knew what the woods looked like, but then anything in between, I was like.
Did he tell you not to tell your parents what you've been doing at Scouts today?
No, he didn't. There was no whispering. It was useful, like an ordnance survey. I can't remember. I think we got given a map, and we had torches.
Wow.
Yeah, that's Scouts for you.
Yeah, I don't know. Is it? I don't know if it is.
I don't think it is anymore. I don't think it is anymore. I think they go in padded rooms in Zorbs and talk about their feelings these days.
You get medals for turning up.
I don't reckon it's the same Scouts.
No, I don't think so either. Wow, that's hilarious.
There you go, yeah.
I don't think I ever went to that as a kid. In fact, I know I didn't. I went to one called Beavers once.
Beavers? I went to Beavers.
Yeah, I did that once. But I don't think I ever carried on. A few of my friends were really into Scouts and stuff. Carried on. You know, with those kids that carry on a bit too late, you're like, come on, guys, you're like 14. probably time to stop.
Yeah.
Probably time to stop going now and doing
Adventure
that.
scouting.
Yeah.
Go. Yeah, too right. I think I was probably one of those kids, to be honest.
Really?
Well,
Yeah.
what it was, we moved to a new area. My parents were desperate to fucking make me make friends.
Right.
You know, so
Yeah.
it's just like, oh no, and they just dumped me off there, and
And then he dumped you in the woods. Yeah, it's lovely round here, Mum.
yeah, I've got a story about it that's so funny, but it's not going to be one that I say on the podcast because you won't be able to breathe when I tell you a story. But I'll tell you. We'll tell you it, but not on the.
Okay. All right.
Not whilst we're recording a podcast. It's not fair.
It's okay. Sounds good. All right. I'm looking forward to that
Yeah.
one after.
Yeah.
So I got another. Should we do another segment?
Let's do another segment. Can we do a segment about how my cat now plays fetch or what?
Really?
She's learned to play fetch.
I don't think we've got a segment for it, but yeah, let's do it.
Mate, how good is that? I'll send you the video.
Ollie's tale of the
took
month.
A video. She's pissing herself last night because we've got me and the cat. I'm not a cat guy, but I've learnt to speak a bit more cat than I certainly used to be able to. And now the three-legged cat plays fetch. I didn't know this was a thing. I haven't researched into it. I don't know if anyone else has this. So she had a Frutella wrapper.
Yeah.
I've never eaten a Frutella in the house. Georgie hasn't either. Don't know where she got it from. Actually, I do. I probably picked it up in the woods and it was in my back pocket.
Okay.
So, there you go. But I flick the Frutella wrapper off the bed. She runs after it, grabs it, brings it back, drops it at my hand, and then I flick it again. And this goes on for literally hours until she's so tired.
Really?
The cat plays fetch, dude.
That's cool,
Play fetch. Not joking either.
And she didn't do it before with anything. Just all of a sudden.
No.
Just wow.
I kind of had to teach her in that you can't like I had to stay still, so she definitely had to bring it all the way back to me. How good is that though?
That's cool.
It's just fast.
That was a fun through
cats,
lockdown.
They like want to chase. Yeah, teach cats how to play fetch.
My dog's terrible at fetch. If you throw him a ball, because he's like a lurcher / greyhound, so he's real fast. So if you throw a ball, however far, he'll run that fast that he runs past it, and then he'll turn around, then he'll run past it again. Then he'll finally get it, but then he doesn't know what to do with it. So then he'll just like run around and then drop it somewhere random, and you're like, this is not how this game works at all. Now I've got to walk 50 yards to pick up the bloody ball.
You've not done it right.
No, not taught him good. Bless him. But that's cool. Yeah, a cat that plays fetch.
There you go.
Exciting, man. That's
I don't know if that's a thing. I'll research it after this, but I'll send you the video. It's we're really laughing.
That's funny.
Because she comes up back on the bed with it in her mouth.
Have you tried it with anything else and see if she does it?
No, the Frutella is literally a piece of litter.
Yeah.
Because surprisingly, cats don't differentiate between pieces of litter and really expensive cat toys. And I really like that about animals. Dogs don't either.
No, they don't give a fuck.
No, they really don't give a fuck. And neither do kids, believe it or not.
Yeah.
A cardboard box will be more fun than any battery-operated toy, plastic piece of shit. A cardboard box offers way more joy.
There's some good videos of those as well online if you are struggling for even more. It's kids opening toys at Christmas and being stoked on the box that it came in.
Is there? Yeah. I can imagine that's such a thing.
Real good. Real good.
So true, isn't it? Just how we get it wrong as humans.
Totally.
But yeah, so I don't need to do it with anything else. I've got a Frutella wrapper. It works a dream.
Nice.
And whenever I need to find it, she's left it on the bed because she wants to play again. So real good.
Yeah, you have to get some Frutellas in, mate. Frutellas are good, to be fair. Bit of a 90s sweet.
I can't even remember. I can't remember what they're like. They're like Starburst or
like a Starburst, but a bit
how
harder.
Old am I? It used to be called Opal Fruits. I remember it was called Opal Fruits.
Yeah, the red one's dope. Watermelon. Oof. Or strawberry.
Oof. Oof. Oof.
Childhood right there, mate. Childhood right
so, yeah,
there.
that's my my non-segment. But I thought that was interesting, eh?
Yeah. What about you got any top tunes?
Top tunes, yeah. Let me 1 second try and find because it's just my latest downloaded one.
Okay.
Ollie's top tunes to travel to.
I tan them, I bang them over and over again until I'm sick of them.
I know.
So it's called it's an artist called Sonlux, Sonlux.
Yeah.
And the track is called Easy.
Sonlux Easy. All right. Okay.
Yeah, or Sonlux Easy.
S-O-N.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put a link
there
to
you
it
go.
down in the artist below. Easy, yeah. Top
I mean,
track as well.
Big fan of that at the moment.
Is it? Yeah, dude.
Quite minimal, not that exciting, but I'm into it.
Relatively unknown artist, maybe too. It's only not quite a few streams actually.
Yeah.
36 million. It's doing all right.
That's how many listens it's had.
On Spotify, yeah, 36 million.
Wow. Is that a lot on Spotify? I don't know what that is.
Yeah,
on
I think that's
Spotify.
quite a
I
lot
don't
on
know what,
Spotify.
like-
Yeah, I think that is quite. That one's
Is it,
like
yeah.
way more than all the other ones. So the other ones are like
Yeah,
around
yeah.
13 million and stuff. Okay, Sun looks easy, beautiful.
Yeah.
I'll throw in there if
There you
anyone
go,
hasn't
you got
heard
one
it,
for
because
me.
we had really good response to this last time. Marlowe just put out a new album, and it's fire.
Nice.
It
I'm writing
is
that down.
good, man. Marlowe. Marlowe, and the album is called, quite simply, Marlowe 2. And
Nice.
it is killer. I was jamming along to that yesterday while pedaling my
Oh, wicked. Look
electric
forward to that.
bicycle. What about? Do you have any travel tips? Ollie's travel tips for this month.
The travel tips. Okay, 1 second. I didn't. I mean, my last travel tip wasn't much of a tip.
I think, let me just go back on the message that you sent earlier. How you said, I've got some deliverables. Let me make sure I have them all. And then you
I
put
forgot travel
suggestions
tips,
for travel tip. I've got a suggestion for trail of the month. You don't have any of them.
Oh, I think I just got carried away with AI. Just went
Yeah,
in
it's
there
cool.
and just got
yeah.
stuck. You know.
Yeah.
Right, travel tips. Let me think.
Oh yeah, it's Ollie's travel tips.
Never print. The other problem is I didn't realise this was going to be a
Yeah, it's
repeat
tough.
thing, and I banged millions of them at the start. You know,
All of them.
basically all of them.
All
yeah,
of them.
Basically all of my travel tips. So 1 second. I've got this.
Okay.
I can do this.
Okay,
I can actually do this.
I got you.
Well, I'm very weird about. I mean, I just always carry my helmet in a helmet bag, and then you get an extra piece of hand luggage. And then when they say that's an extra piece of hand luggage, you say, "Oh, it's just a helmet. I'll wear it if you like." And then they let you on. So that's actually quite good. And I don't like putting my helmet in my bike bag because you've seen how they throw those things around.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah,
Yeah.
take a helmet bag. It's a free little piece of hand luggage. As long as you don't ram too much shite in there, you can just get away with having a whole nother bag. If you think about it, people have their hand luggage. It's always massive. And then they go and buy a load of like crappy souvenirs and snacks and stuff, and they carry on that bag.
Yeah.
So it's just the same as a helmet bag. So
Totally.
I'd say run that.
That's a good one. I've got one which I thought about the other day, which I don't think I shared last time. So this is more of a sort of where you're based sort of travel tip. So I learnt this many moons ago, being on the road with my job, traveling around and spending a lot of money on coffee and snacks. So there's a nice little tip. If you don't want to spend money on coffee and snacks anymore, quite simply stop at any car garage. The best ones for this are sort of your Mercedes, Volkswagen are fantastic for it. Trying to think where else I've been. Mercedes, Volkswagen, anything like that, basically, like high-end cars. You know what I mean? Go in there. Basically, say you're looking at swapping a car or buying a new car. A few things I've done in the past, sort of say you've come into a bit of money, bit of a windfall, looking at buying your dream car, and you get all the coffee you want. They'll probably usually get you some snacks out of the fridge, and then just get your snacks and fuck off, basically.
Dude, this is turning into Davey's fraud section. This is fraudulent.
Dude, it's a good tip, trust me, because coffee is expensive on the road. Starbucks every day,
Mate, I
£3.
can't believe this is one of your tips. This
You'll
is
love
ridiculous.
this because you'll love this, because then you can go to Mercedes in your Mercedes, and you can be like, oh, I'm looking at getting like the new G wagon, and if you walk in there and say you're getting a new G wagon, they are gonna
They'll
love.
get you a coffee. This is ridiculous. This is not a good tip. Don't do this.
That is a
Whatever
classic.
No, this is a crap tip.
That is a classic
All right, how
travelling
about this?
tip.
Let's say you want a new wheel. Just go up to a car that's the same as yours, and you just take their wheel off and keep it for yourself. That's like one of your tips, dude. Terrible.
Right, that is a good tip. Like, it'll save people a fortune. If you did that every day, that's 30, 40, 50 quid at the end of the month.
You are probably right. Extortionately priced coffee
And it's
beans,
always a
aren't
good
they?
laugh as well, going into the dealership and saying you want to buy your dream car and seeing how they treat you. Sometimes it's great, sometimes
There
they
you
just
go.
laugh at you.
Hey, dude, I know quite a good. It's not a travel tip, but something that's made me think about my wake in the environment, my environmental wake of destruction. I don't know if that's. I don't think I put that sentence together well, but it was David Attenborough's.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, did you watch that?
No, so many people have mentioned it though.
Yeah.
So many people.
Yeah, so I watched that. I actually watched that in a cinema, a weird COVID-19 cinema, and it felt like when you're watching it, felt like it was like, all right, this is actually this is an important thing to watch. This is a thing that, I felt like it was like a thing that might go down as a super important piece of cinematography or whatever. I don't want to sound like a bell end. You know what I mean, though?
Yeah.
This was really a bloke who mega cares about it. Really trying to get something that puts across exactly what state we're in, and it's fucking rad. There's some really good takeaways from it.
Right. Yes, so many people have mentioned this. So my question to you is, what impact do you think that actually has? You know, yes, there's more people are now aware of, let's say, climate change issues or whatever. I've not seen it, so I don't really know what it's about, but general issues that revolve around our world. What impact do you think it actually has? Or does it just get caught up, unfortunately, in that cycle of like, it's popular, it moves, the next thing comes along? That's the worrying thing, is that it doesn't stand.
I have to be positive about it, if I'm honest, because I do think it's worth being positive about, because I think generally in the world, certain things are more important than they ever used to be. And I don't know whether it's just me growing up or whatever, but things that are at the forefront of popular culture aren't the same as what they used to be 10 years ago. And that's really good. And that is a step. And stuff doesn't happen overnight. And obviously we have to look after we're fucking hairless apes on a
Rock.
world, on a rock, essentially, yeah. And we're fucking up the rock.
Yeah.
We're part of it. There's so many. Yeah, I think nowadays people talk about it more. People preach on about what you should eat, and even if you're not interested in it, you know about it now.
True.
You've heard about it. So
yeah.
I think every step towards it is good, and I actually think. I mean, probably fucking people hate the BBC or they hate. I can't imagine why, but David Attenborough is like, a hero for me
totally.
As a kid. I think he's one of the coolest guys. I think he's lived one of the most amazing lives. Why wouldn't you listen to him? And the way he approaches it as well isn't preachy, which is something that I really struggle with. A lot of campaigning and stuff. Even if I feel along the same lines, I can't get down with it. I can't be.
I feel he's more the sort of guy who just literally provides the facts.
Exactly. Yeah.
And doesn't tell you anything else. Well, not anything else.
He's not mincing around, dude.
Yeah.
He's saying, dude, nature doesn't care.
Yeah.
The whole thing starts, I think, in Chernobyl.
Oh, right.
He's saying, look at this. The humans aren't here now. We used to be here. This was a city. Look at it now. Nature doesn't give a fuck. There's birds here, trees here.
Yeah.
In another 10 years, you'll barely be able to see that people were here. It's like, but all we're doing is fucking it up for ourselves. Everything will keep happening. It's such a narrow time frame we're talking about that we're fucking it up in.
Yeah.
We're just going to trigger another crisis, another sort of, basically
end to a civilization.
Yeah, we're just going to reset everything, and it's just going to all happen all over again in another million years. It's not.
Have you, I'm really into, and have been into sort of lost civilizations and stuff. Have you ever looked into stuff like that about how there are sort of evidence of cities, etc., within the Amazon, which, like you said, now it's the Amazon, and you can barely tell that anything was ever there, but they have found evidence of like buildings and actual civilizations in the Amazon. Like you're saying, nature don't give a fuck. There's trees, there's whatever. Does
not give. No, it couldn't give less of a fuck.
No, and also all of the other civilization that they found, which were underground, like. There's a place called Göbekli Tepe, which is pretty cool. Big old, sort of civilization. So interesting, man, that, like you said, we're just like a blip. We're we're nothing. We're a little drop in the ocean, time-wise.
We're only fucking it up for our kids, you know. It's not... And, you know, you see how stuff gets worse, and you see how it is worse. I would say I've always loved the great outdoors, so it seems obvious to me that you'd... You know, like when we're talking about litter picking, it just seems madness to me. It's not even like a pat on the back. It's like, it's fucking stupid. Yeah, like, I've never, ever thought it was cool to litter. Like, I thought, okay, even remotely. Even as a kid, I would have been like, what the fuck is that guy doing? You know?
Yeah.
Is he insane? He
I know.
just chucked like a fucking whole drinks bottle on the floor. What's wrong with him?
Yeah, drive past any McDonald's car park and there's evidence of people who do not give a shit. They're just
it's bizarre. You've got to be... Like, what do you give a shit about then?
Yeah.
Are you just this... What are you then? Do you give a shit about anything?
It's true.
I don't even know. I don't...
No. It's it's a very interesting
bizarre
thing. Yeah, I did my first litter pick, not ever, but like one of my first ones. And you know, when you go litter picking, what I really liked about my little litter pick journey was how aware you are of your surroundings, like way more in tune with everything because you're looking at like every little bit of grass.
Yeah, when you realise it,
you're like, oh shit, look, there's a can there, there's this there, there's a massive plastic bag.
Did you have a bag and fill it up with? Did you do it properly? Do you know what I do?
What?
As a deliberate thing, because obviously I live right next to the woods, and there's like a basically like a visitor centre thing there. I deliberately don't bring a bag, so I have to struggle with it all, so that as I walk past these hordes of all these people that are littering, I'm carrying it, and they look at me, and because you can see what someone's doing if they're carrying a load of bags of dog shit and fucking. You know, I deliberately make it look as awful.
What are you
as
doing if you're carrying loads of bags of dog shit? What is that?
Yeah, exactly, dude. I'm trying to instill. Like, I just try and
just
like make them think.
Shit.
You know, I just try and make them think, even the tiniest bit, what that bloke's doing. Whether maybe I should pick it up because I don't know.
Interesting. Yeah, but I really enjoyed my litter pick. I'm going to do it way more often because it does feel nice. I did take a bag, and again, that's the weird thing. So you're carrying a plastic bag to pick up the litter to put in the... Okay. But that's just like my way of getting the litter, I guess. But there's going to be better ways of doing that, no doubt. Like a bucket or whatever. But I'll take a bucket next time. Sorry, folks. But
it's really hard to know what is the right thing to do, though, isn't it?
Yeah, because then you're carrying a plastic bucket, which is at some point is going to end up there anyway.
Yeah, I never know when I'm sorting recycling what's actually going to be recycled or what's because it's not an easy thing like recycling. Like if a bit of plastic is used to hold food, it can't then have rotten food on it, and so they go to a recycling centre and then they get divided into ones.
Like if you leave food in a tin. It doesn't. I don't think it goes into the recycling.
No, that's it. So it's really difficult to know what is right. It's so hard.
Yeah, it is. The guys at Trash Free Trails do a really good job. Like they seem to point people in the right direction and stuff. Yeah, they seem to do a really good job. And hopefully more people are litter picking after they've got the handbook too.
Yeah, too right.
So
wicked.
That's good.
Really
excited about that. I was thinking about it'd be cool to get a world record at some point. I want a world record. We need I'm throwing it out there. We need a show world record. We need a Where's Ollie world record, right?
Nice.
I wonder if there's something you can do with like litter picking. How you can do like the longest bike ride involving picking up litter. I don't know, something like that. If anyone's got any ideas, there's got to be like a world record you can get which involves doing something really good.
Yeah. And what about how many dog shit bags you can fit on a bike? Hang off the bike.
That's a good one. That's a great one.
The record number. I don't think my sponsor would be that stoked on me hanging dog shit bags off my bike, but I mean the message is good.
The message is really good. Yeah, I don't know. We need a world record though, man.
Yeah.
I want a world record, big time. I don't know what, but I want one.
Good. Well, you go after it, dude.
I will.
Stick it on the list.
Yeah. It is on my actual to-do list, but not the handbook one. Yeah.
Wicked.
Yeah, we'll get something at some point.
I've got real troubles with thorns in knuckles at the moment. I don't know what it is. Whether the branches are overgrown because they're wet or.
Yeah. You riding gloves?
So many. Yeah, always wear gloves, but they go right in the joint. Have you ever had that feeling where?
Yeah.
It goes in a knuckle. Oh, I hate that feeling.
You.
And I've got loads, and they're all like, it's horrible. They're all like infected and.
Jeez.
Yeah. Nasty.
Gnarly. Not the one, is it, that?
No, it's not good. It's not good, man. See, nature does not give a fuck.
I really enjoyed that Cut Media BTS of the
Brilliant.
really good, man.
What, you mean more than my one?
Well, your one was really good as well. I haven't watched it.
No, exactly. No, the Cut one is actually good and actually shows how much work goes in.
Totally.
My one's just got deep farting and stuff.
That's
So
it,
if you want, depending on what you want to watch, we've got it.
Links up above. I'll put them up there. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I really enjoyed it, man. It's amazing to see how much, especially after speaking to Stu on that last episode and figuring out how much effort went into that.
Yeah.
And it was cool because they were talking about how you only got like the first proper run at like 4:00 in the afternoon.
Yeah, on the last day.
You were up against it basically.
Big time.
How many runs do you reckon you did of that?
We think we did around 50, but we don't know.
Fucking hell, really?
There's a lot of runs, yeah. There's
Wow.
more than a battery, so, and they're big batteries on those Sam Squares. They're 6, more than on your one. There's 625 batteries. So
wow.
It's a lot to get through it, yeah.
I'm loving mine at the minute. I'm still absolutely loving this bike. I'm going on going on a cross bike on Wednesday, gravel bike.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Going on a gravel bike with
secret gravel bike.
Possibly, yeah. I think it is. Oh, it is. It is a secret gravel bike. I didn't know.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds cool.
Yeah, secret gravel bike trip on Wednesday with Neil and the Focus guy.
Oh.
And James, isn't it, the photographer?
Yeah. Wicked.
Going a little trip around the
Oh,
Peak
that'd
District.
be cool.
Because one of the things on the handbook is to do a 50-mile ride, so we're going to go hit a 50-miler.
Oh, wicked.
So that'd be
gravel.
Fun.
Nice.
Yeah, 50-mile gravel ride.
And
You've never been on a gravel
overnight?
bike before. We were going to, but we're not going to now. We're just going to get the 50 in the day.
Nice.
So, we were going to. We were going to go do like a bike packing sort of thing and stay in a bunkhouse. But again, we've moved up a tier, so I don't think it's even open anymore.
Okay, yeah.
So pandemic. But I mean, you could sleep rough, but in fact,
but I don't want to.
I don't want to. Yeah, perfectly, because I noticed that in that Bosch video that you put out, you travel pretty light. I'm a light traveler as well, man. Like I'll take like nothing and be like, oh, I'll be all right. And then usually end up struggling and being really uncomfortable for a few days.
Basically, you end up freezing.
Yeah, end up absolutely freezing and wishing that you weren't such an idiot.
Yeah.
Why am I such an idiot?
Yeah, pretty
really
much.
Just invest in some nice equipment, but I never, ever do. So, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I've only done a bit of bike packing, but it's definitely something I'd like to do more in, like when the world reopens, go to some interesting areas. Cause, I think
How many trips have you done like that?
I've done a bike packing trip on my road bike with
Georgie
girlfriend, and then I've done that e-bike, EMTB bike. It's not really bike packing. I just had a backpack on, so that counts as bike packing for me. Okay. But we were overnighting in the mountains, So.
Nice. Yeah, I think I'd like to do a bit more of that. I think it is a bit of me, the old sleeping rough and like grinding it out for the day, getting wet and cold and
shit,
maybe not wet and cold, maybe warm and dry, and then sleeping out.
Warm and dry,
Like too hot is better than too cold, I think.
Going out and getting warm and dry,
a bit of me, bit of me.
Yeah, a bit of me.
Such a man.
Sing down, nice.
Such a man. So I'm looking forward to it, man. On Wednesday, going out.
Wicked. Look forward to hearing about it.
First time. So it's cool, man. I think Focus have opened me up to 2 different types of mountain biking in the last couple of months. E-biking, never done that before, and now we're going gravel biking.
I think it's much the same for when I first started riding from. I'd never ridden an e-bike.
Yeah, oh really?
All those years ago, I'd never ridden one. So it's cool.
Sick, dude. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So you've not really been anywhere, but do you have a trail of the month? Or is it just the same one?
Millions of places. No, I was gonna.
Hey, just to interrupt, have you been back up to Red Hill recently to do the?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Went yesterday, in fact.
Yeah. And?
Yeah. Did some quite big cases, I'm going to be honest with you. I did some.
Really?
Yeah, I did some quite big. Me and Brent went up, did a bit of chain ringing. Yeah.
I thought I saw you were there.
Oh, dude, it's tough. Yeah, it's been so difficult, that shoot. It's going to be amazing what comes out of it, I'm sure, but it's been really, really difficult.
Right. Okay.
It's just so far away from where we live. to get through all the niggly bits of making like a really complex trail. So yeah, we went.
What? Because you're not local, you mean?
Yeah, it's just like a 2.5-3 hour drive.
Yeah.
And you know, when you go up, you want to film, and it just takes a lot of time to get. But the more tech the trail, the harder it, the more iterations you have to, like the more changes you have to make to each feature. I feel like, and it's just so much work.
You're just doing it in like little bits as well, I guess. You're going up for a day here, day there.
Between us going up there, it'll get overgrown or it'll get soft, and the wind is always an issue when we choose to go up there. It just puts more pressure on the time that you are there. So yeah, we had a nightmare scenario. We had headwind, huge cases, having to crank around berms, washing out uplips, terrifying.
Jeez, wow.
Got it done all the same.
Really? Yeah.
Good.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Do you know what? I might do a different trail a month, because I could do any number of different trails.
Yeah.
And perhaps I'd like to keep one. The one I had in mind, I might keep until the launch of this video in Madeira. I shot a video in Madeira Yeah. So we'll keep that trail of the month
for next
Madeira
month.
trail of the month for next month. This trail of the month might not even be a mountain bike trail. I know it's going to be one that you like.
Rejoice, for it is Ollie's trail of the month.
It is Tyler Bereman's Imagination line. Have you seen that shit?
Yeah, it's so sick. Oh, that's a good one, man. I like that it's not your trail. I like this.
Yes, dude, because that's some of the craziest testing that you can do.
Yeah.
Like, in my small experience of building something and testing it and it being big, it's quite a lot of pressure all on you if you're the guy who's testing it. And to see Bereman pad up, you know, sunrise, Bereman padding up, ready for some like fucking 90-foot BMX dirt jumps on a motocross bike.
Fuck yeah.
It is absolutely insane.
And are we talking about the one-shot thing that he did too, right?
Yeah, that's in the same spot.
Yeah,
So it's
okay.
I think it's his project's called Imagination, right?
Yes, I believe so. I think there's a new video just came out that I haven't watched yet. I've queued it.
You need to watch it.
I haven't got around to watching it.
You need to watch it as well, because it's got Vicky Holden in it, and she's like all of the. I really like that whole thing, because it's like a lot of people that are like ex-racers, or they're not just all freestyle guys. They're like, it's real interesting mix of people. So there's like Ryan Sipes is there, Cole Seeley's there.
I love Ryan Sipes, man. He's a fucking boy.
Yeah, he's a G, isn't he?
Yeah.
Do you know? Is it Vicky Holden?
Golden.
The chick. Golden.
Yeah. Vicky Golden.
Vicky Golden.
Yeah, Vicky Golden.
That sounds like a porn star, dude. Is it Vicky Golden?
Yeah, it's definitely Vicky Golden. I'll tell you a story about her after the podcast if you want.
What? Damn, man, you can't say that. Okay, so anyway, she's gangster.
Yeah, she is, straight up.
She is so sick. She's hitting stuff before other people and guinea pigging and doing really giant whips.
She's our Vero Sandler of motocross.
She is really, really impressive.
Yeah, she is.
She's steezy and impressive. Yeah. So yeah, that's a must watch. That's trail of the month by far for me that I've seen or done. Yeah. And
but that one shot thing as well, dude. Like how epic that is to film. It's like 5 minutes of continuous riding shot on a drone.
See, I think the Bereman one shot isn't at this Imagination place.
Is it not? I think we might have got two spots. So, is it like in a quarry?
Let me have a look. One second. As co-host, I can actually do this.
Okay, you do that.
I think this is a separate thing, because it was 2 months ago, the one take.
Yes, it was. It was about 2 months ago, the one take thing. So this is something new, is it?
This is a whole new thing.
Oh,
this
sick.
is Red Bull Imagination with Bereman. But he's posted a load of stuff where you probably got confused. He's posted a load of stuff on his Instagram that is from it. But these jumps are really no joke.
Red Bull and Imagination.
Really
right, okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. 4 days ago. Yeah, that's sick.
But they're like, they're talking about gears, what gear to hit it in. So these are really new. This isn't the same as a freestyle kicker where you're in second and then you make the 70-foot gap. Yeah. This is real different thing. And they're tech ones, there's hips, there's all sorts. It's amazing watching people really scared. Some of the gnarliest people in the world really, really scared and really brilliant.
You know what's interesting as well is is I'd like to speak to someone who does, and probably you're the right guy actually. So, like you just said, so with freestyle motocross, 90% of what they do is on the same size jump. So let's say you've got a kicker and they know the angle and they know it's 70 foot. So you know that it's second gear, 3/4 throttle, and you're done.
It is crazy, but it's calculated, isn't it?
Yes. So with mountain biking though, different vibe. So let's say you or Bren or whoever goes to Fest. How do you gauge that speed? It is all on feeling.
Interestingly, I spoke to Sam Reynolds about exactly this yesterday, and he's more qualified than I to talk about like testing stuff because obviously he has his own Fest series. And he was saying that he 100% thinks it's gnarlier on a mountain bike because there's the variable. It's so much harder to sort of measure how fast you're going. It's all done on feeling, whereas you have gears on a moto. Like you say, you have gears, so you can. There's a point of reference. So I think you're right. Like I've done things on street races where there's not even any feedback. There's no bumps or anything. You're in goggles. You can't even feel air on your arms, so you almost don't know how quick you're going. You've only got you have a sense of speed.
Yeah.
I mean, normally you don't think about how fast you go, right? But
No,
you really think about
it's
it.
It's irrelevant most of the time.
Yeah. So we had a 14-meter jump in Mexico.
The one over the road?
Over the road. Yeah, really early in the morning. And honestly, I had no... Like, what scared me about it, I had no idea for speed. I couldn't... Obviously, I did, because I managed it and I didn't have a really bad crash. But, like, on the run-in, I remember I'd spin out my gear, so then I'd, like, Euro tuck, and then I'd just be like, I don't know, I have no idea what to do.
Then you dab the brakes.
Like, almost like Anchorman feeling, like, I don't know what to do with my hands.
Wow.
What am I doing? What am I even doing? I'm just stuck in this, like, tuck position. Like, and, really, probably I do have more subconscious idea of what speed I'm going. But
that's the only reference point you've got is hitting a jump similar size or similar angle probably 5 years ago or something like that, and that's the only reference point you've got.
But like, even goggles, like sometimes goggles, I feel weird about speed. I can't sense it as much. If you're above,
you can measure the tears coming out of your eye.
If you're above your hardest gear, then like, what do you do? Same with like, so you're right. I think there's a lot of things you have to think about. Obviously in both, but I think the gears really help in moto, and the fact you've got a big power unit.
Yeah. Totally.
You know,
interesting
because there's more adjustments you can do in the air on a moto compared to a mountain bike, I would say.
Yeah. Obviously, with the motor, if you want to bring the front end up, you gas it and it will come up a little bit. You want to dip her in, hit the back brake. It does sort of seem to work on a mountain bike. If you hit the back brake, it will nosedive.
Definitely, yeah.
But
you're just very reliant on like it was interesting when we had Sam on the lockdown companion. It was interesting him talking about like bike setup, how you want like heavy tires.
Yeah.
Because of the centrifugal aspect, which makes a lot of sense, and that's what works on moto, isn't it? It's why back brake has effect, because
it just stops it. Yeah. I went through an awful habit of hitting the front brake on a mountain bike for a long time, jumping, just hitting the front brake. It's just like, what am I doing? I just couldn't get out of it. Couldn't get out of the habit.
Yeah, it is weird. Lots of people have back brake. I've never seen anyone front brake. Front brake must be horrible.
Yeah, just this idiot sat here.
So that's my trail of the week. Red Bull Imagination with Bereman. Unreal.
Good one. That's a good one. I think we've got a few listener questions we can bang through. But first,
nice.
Should we draw the dirtiest photo?
Yeah, let's do it. Can I have a piss?
Yeah, of course you can.
I'll be back in a sec. Yeah, I'm excited. So many people entered. It was
Yeah,
wicked.
it
was good. Okay.
All right. Alrighty. So people had to use. Let's have a look in this hashtag, and then unfortunately know exactly what I'm going to say. But clean my bike works. Okay, there's a few posts in here. I'm not going to lie. Now, there's one post in here which isn't great to look at, which Stuart Ketchley posted, and I mean, I don't even know what to say about this photo, Ollie. I
can't find it because my Instagram is on my phone. Let me try.
Anyway, you know.
Talk me through it.
talk you through it. It's a bike in a bathroom.
Okay, yeah, I know exactly which one it is, but I'm going to make you talk me through it, though.
It's filthy. It's got a bit of metal hanging off it, and...
Should that one win?
Should it? I don't know. I think my heart says yes, but my brain says no.
There's so many things I want to ask about this one. I couldn't believe that's... I don't know. Yeah, I don't...
Yeah. If anyone wants to have a look at it, then hit the hashtag #CleanMyBikeWorks.
Work it out, yeah. Because that is quite something. That is quite a night you've got in store.
That's some night. That is some.
Is that a dominatrix?
It's something. It is certainly something.
Yeah, I feel like we're both trying to just not comment on it because we don't really know what.
We just don't have any words.
Shot, so.
I don't really have any words for it.
All right, I think we can both agree that you can't use a pressure washer on that fine specimen.
No.
So let's move on. It's not going to win.
Yeah, let's do that. So there's a few good ones in here, man. I'll be honest. I really like Alex_MTB's submission. Sorry. I've got a few questions about this though, if I'm honest with you. Body armour. That's a big question mark for this one.
Oh, get the dude coming out of the puddle.
Coming out the mud, yeah. So body armour looks a bit overkill, if I'm honest. Chances of you getting hurt riding in that, pretty slim.
Better safe than sorry, dude.
True. So I think that's definitely up there for a win.
Yeah, he is pretty muddy, isn't he?
Might be the one. And then also there's one from DA Johns, that's a good one as well. I like that one. That's next to the dirty bathroom bike.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
There's
some really good ones.
Yeah.
I actually liked one of the most recent ones with the mech.
Yeah, decent. Yeah.
Because it just made me laugh.
Yeah, that is annoying. SLX mech after
annoying.
A particularly muddy night ride in November.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people out there riding in the mud, which is good to see, isn't it?
It is. So, I'll let you choose it, mate, if you want.
All right, let's go with...
Who's it going to be, ladies and gentlemen? Here we go.
I'm just gonna mix it up a bit because I'm just gonna almost do a random selection because I think they're so great, all of them.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Imogen.mtb with her submission.
That's a good one.
She looks like she could do with the pressure washer, and as you know, the Hydroshot is a fantastic pressure washer. Let's get it clean. So Imogen.mtb. Well done.
All right, Imogen, reach out. We'll send you a Works Hydroshot.
Yeah.
Pressure washer. All right, man. Listener question time. Let's do this. See what we got. We got a few decent ones in, I think. So as usual, they're all super weird. Does Ollie reply to "I love you, man" DMs at Ruben VDD?
I tried to reply to all of them, but there are quite a lot of them now.
That's cool.
So
good.
I have tried to reply to all of them because I do appreciate all of them. It's very nice of them.
Okay. Same. We got the same one from Focus Bikes. It's the same question. Okay, at 2-1 Racing, what would you swap the G wagon for? Everything has a price.
Oh, it's tough. I'm a big fan of my G wagon. I'm afraid. I don't like new stuff, so the only reason I could think to swap it would be to swap for something worth way more, so that I could just rebuy my old G wagon. So that's a quite annoying answer to that, really, isn't it?
Would you like a new one?
No,
I
like my one.
I don't like the new ones, man. If I'm honest, they seem to be always a bit blinged up, and I don't.
Yeah, but I think the ones that you see are the fancy ones. Like they do still do some kind of some like
Tory sort of thing.
Utility ones. They do some ones that are still made for. Hey, one of my favourite YouTube channels is the Lion Whisperer. He's got a nice one. He's a guy who works on he owns a sanctuary for big cats.
Oh right,
and he bombs around in his G-Wag, man, and
cool.
and it looks cool. You know, he's in Africa, out in the great outdoors, hauling lions around in trailers. So yeah, and his is new. So yeah.
Okay. Have you done anything to yours recently? Have you had any updates?
Yeah, got new tyres, got some giant tyres, and then I've got hopefully got a rack coming, like one of those vertical ones.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sick. That'll be dope, man. Because it is a bit of a pain going in and out, isn't it, of yours? Because it's not quite big enough for the full bike without wheels.
I've done loads of sensible things that just are not very exciting to talk about. Like, I haven't done them. I've paid for them to be done. But like, you know, like new brake lines and old car stuff, really, which is quite. It's a constant battle, but it's worth it when you're cruising down the road at 20 miles an hour.
Windows down, Solon on, whoever it was called. What was he called?
Exactly. No radio.
Sun Lee, whatever it was called. At JackieB.92, what is the best jump trail in the UK?
Ooh. So if we're talking about actual dirt jumps, like, I always think of jumps as they're kind of for my hardtail. I don't know if that's what they're talking about, but for me,
let's go
it's
with that.
Leatherhead trails, Jimmy Pratt's trails. They're the best
in
the UK, if not the world. To be honest, when I go there, it's not that far from my house, but I don't feel like I can go there that much because I haven't dug up there and I don't have anything to offer those guys. We're good old friends, but I try and limit the number of times I go up there, so I'm not a pain.
Nice.
But those trails are unreal. So yeah, Jimmy Pratt's trails. They're my number one, I'd say.
There was a trail sort of video going around going back probably 10 years. Is it Pennsylvania somewhere? What are they called?
PA Woods, yeah.
PA Woods. Yeah, they look fucking sick.
Unreal. I'd love to go there.
Yeah, I was going to ask if you'd been there, but you've just answered.
I never have. I got an invite, and I really, really wanted to, but it was just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd really love to do a bit of a US dirt jump trip sometime.
Definitely.
Yeah, some legendary spots there. Well, like Austin and Catty Woods.
Catty Woods, yeah.
Definitely. Love to.
Okay, let's see what else we've got. At Jess Tarvilla. Ollie, if you had to race one downhill race in a location, where would you choose?
Ooh. Yeah, I've got a good one actually. So, Villoni posted a while ago. It was like a one-off special event in China, and it just looked so unbelievable. It's almost quite Rampage-esque, the hill.
Okay.
So I'm going to dig that out. I'm going to dig that clip that he posted out for you. I can't remember the name of the event. It's in China, but I'm going to post that that trail, and I think you'll agree.
Okay.
That would be a great one to race. So I'll send that over to you, Dave. You can stick it in the description.
Sounds like a plan. It's down below.
Yeah.
At Gus Ginger 03, what kitchen utensil are you?
You know I'm sharp as a knife, dude.
Decent.
There you go. That's all I needed. There you go.
Just
knife.
Not the first time you've been asked that question.
Yeah. Prepared.
Not the first rodeo on that one. All right, last one. Let's do one more. Choose one: normal bike or e-bike for the rest of your life.
Normal bike, because it doesn't run out of battery.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying that. I've only done it once when I'm like, I'm going to go for a ride.
Yeah.
Not charged. That's annoying.
Yeah. Dude, I love e-bikes, but they're not a replacement. They're an extra.
Yeah.
Which I'm lucky enough to get. Very lucky.
Totally.
Fantastic. Love them. But it's a normal bike, yeah.
Okay. Good answer.
When the apocalypse comes, what are you going to do? What are you going to charge it off?
Yeah, very true. Unless you ride into the mountains.
You know?
Totally.
Exactly. You've got to stay apocalypse ready, dude. You've got to stay apocalypse ready.
Is that basically the summary of this episode? You got to stay
apocalypse ready.
That's the title for the show, right?
Yes, dude.
Apocalypse ready.
Because we are apocalypse ready. Because that AI shit is coming for you.
Yeah.
It's coming for
and
you. You need to get your baby emus. You need to get your baby emus and you need to pull them in.
Yeah.
And make sure that they don't need recharging, because then you're apocalypse ready.
And on that note, Is there anything else we haven't covered that we need to talk about?
Fucking, we covered everything. We've covered everything.
Let's wrap up.
Yeah, man. Best of luck playing fetch with your cats out there.
Yeah, best of luck.
Hope you enjoyed Tyler Bereman and the board games to look at.
Yeah.
Thanks for the new album. I'm going to check that out.
My
The
pleasure.
Winter Defiance Handbook. Fantastic.
Thank you.
To anyone who's in second lockdown, sorry to hear it. Hope you're staying motivated. Hang in there.
Yeah.
You got anything you want to say?
No.
That's a good summary, right?
Just keep on keeping on. Just keep on keeping on. Yeah, it's been a blast, mate, as usual.
Where's Ollie? Mark 3's done.
Done. Easy.
Wait.